Hey, what's up? I'm Giles and I'm going to be talking about weight loss. Alright, so weight loss seems to be everyone's favorite topic and it's one of the most searched fitness topics online as well. So, I'm going to add to the search and give in my insight on how to lose weight and how to do it consistently. Alright? Okay, so here are my 4 main go-tos for losing weight. Okay, they're very simple and everyone and anyone, including your grandmother, can do it. Okay? Alright, so the first thing to look for when you want to lose weight is being in a calorie deficit. Alright? The second thing is doing your cardio. Alright? The third thing is building a little bit of strength and adding to your muscle mass. Okay? And number 4, and this one is by far the most important one from the top 3, and it is consistency. Okay? Now, you can stop the video here because that's pretty much all I'm going to cover, in this whole video. I'm just going to go a little bit in depth on those 4 different points. Okay? And I've pretty much given you the entire video right here in the intro. Okay? But if you want to stick around, if you like my face, if you like my quarantine style haircut or lack of it, do stick around. I'm just going to go a little bit more in depth on the calorie deficit, the cardio, the strength and the consistency. So coming back to it, let's get to point number 1, which is eating in a calorie deficit. Okay, I'm going to start off by saying this. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're old, it doesn't matter if you're young, it doesn't matter if you have a slow metabolism, it doesn't matter if you have a thyroid problem. If you eat in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. Okay, so stop blaming your body, stop blaming a circumstance that you cannot control. Alright, and bring it back to yourself and take control of what you can do. Alright, which is learning when enough is enough food and learning when to put the fork down. Okay, that being said, the other thing I'm going to tell you is these guidelines are not for your professional athlete. Okay, they are for the regular person watching this video. Okay, so if you're a man, I would suggest eating between 1800 to 2500 calories a day. Alright, so 1800 calories to 2500 calories a day. Okay, if you're a woman, I would suggest eating between 1400 to 1900 calories a day. Alright, if you're a man and you can sustain yourself, okay, between eating 1800 to 2400 calories a day, it'll work perfectly for you. Alright, and same, if you're a woman who can eat between 1400 to around 1800, pushing it rather than going to 1900, kudos. Alright, that being said, yes, okay, you can lose weight eating fruits. Okay, fruits are not the enemy. So stop listening to people who say fruits are the enemy. Okay, also, yes, you can lose weight eating sugar, eating white rice, eating gluten. Alright, you can lose weight eating all those things. If you maintain a calorie deficit, you will definitely be losing weight. Alright, that being said, okay, I personally believe that not all calories are created equally. Okay, there are calories you get from your fruits, from your vegetables, from your lean meats that do way more for your body, way more for your health in the long term than eating artificial sugars, etc, etc, etc. Okay, the next thing I mostly tell my clients to do is eating high fiber, low calorie dense foods along with their lean meats. Okay, now you may be wondering what I mean by low calorie dense foods. Okay, I'm going to give you an example, very simple example. Okay, say in one hand I have 100 calories worth of nuts and in the other hand I have 100 calories worth of watermelon. Okay, now when you eat nuts, okay, and say this is the size of your stomach, when you eat nuts, it'll occupy so much of place in your stomach. Okay, that's it. 100 calories of nuts might occupy just this much place in your belly, while 100 calories worth of watermelon might occupy this much place inside your belly. So even though they are worth the same amount of calories, okay, the sheer fact that the calories are not so tightly packed in a watermelon and they spread out better and they occupy more space, it leaves you feeling satiated. Okay, so I can very easily overeat nuts, okay, and I can very easily go way above my calorie limit because I don't get full eating 100 calories of nuts. Okay, I'll probably eat 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 1000 calories of nuts in one sitting and not even feel like I've eaten anything at all. Okay, while I cannot eat 1000 calories probably of watermelon, it'll be much harder to do because it's occupying more space, it makes you feel fuller, alright, and it has a lot of fiber. So yeah, that also occupies space. So it just helps you feel satiated, okay, for a little longer period of time. Cool. That out of the picture. Let's get to our second point, which is cardio. Alright. Now, a lot of studies out there, a lot of fitness professionals out there tell you that cardio becomes redundant after a certain amount of time. In my opinion, it's their knowledge that's redundant, okay? Because what they tend to do is, they tend to tell you the more cardio you do, means the more efficient you get at doing it, and then in the long term you end up burning less fat as a result, or less weight as a result. But if you're doing your cardio, alright, I'm going to give you a very simple example on how cardio will affect your weight loss, okay? Say you wake up in the morning, alright, full of motivation. You decide every day I am going to go for 5 minutes and I'm going to run. I'm going to run my heart out, okay? So your day 1 of 5 minutes is completed, alright? And at the end of it, you are heaving like, and you're dying. You've probably collapsed on the ground. You've probably thrown up. You've probably shat yourself. But you know what? It's great because you went out there and you did it. Now, go back home, clean yourself up, and on Tuesday, wake up, go for your run again. Alright? After your 5 minute marker, you've probably still heaving. Okay? You're probably still heaving. You're probably still throwing up. But you know what? Today, you didn't shit yourself. You only gave out a wet fart. Okay? Good job. Go back home, clean yourself up, go for the jog on Wednesday. Alright? On Wednesday, you realize that your breathing's gotten a little better. Okay? You're not really throwing up anymore. You just feel like throwing up, but you haven't. And you have complete control of your bowels. Good job. Alright? Go back home and repeat it on Thursday. Okay? On Thursday, you might have found out that, heck, I'm just breathing a little easier. And you know what? I don't feel like throwing up anymore. And this is actually feeling a little good. Alright? Amazing. Repeat the same thing on Friday. Repeat the same thing on Saturday. Suddenly, running will become more efficient. Okay? Now, because it has gotten more efficient for you to do, because it has gotten easier for you to do, it doesn't mean that you stop losing weight while doing it. Okay? In my opinion, and honestly, this is what I've seen firsthand with all my clients, okay? When you do something over and over again, the more efficient you get at doing something means you can either do more of that something in the same amount of time, or you can do that something for a longer period of time, okay? So here's an example. Taking you back to your Monday getting up in the morning, the day you shat yourself, the day you puked yourself, all those things. Say on Monday, at the end of your 5 minute run, you completed only 100 meters, okay? And you collapsed on the ground, you were dying, blah, 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 blah. On Tuesday, since you didn't die as much, you might have completed 100 meters and probably 20 more meters, yeah? As you start getting better and better at doing something, that 100 meters in 5 minutes becomes too easy for you to do. That means you can do a lot more in that 5 minutes over a period of time, which means since you're doing a lot more in that little time, you end up, because of adding intensity, because of adding, say if that 5 minutes is too easy for you, you decide to go for 10 minutes. Alright, so by adding intensity, by adding more time, by getting more used to the thing, it doesn't mean that it becomes less effective. It means that since you can do more you should do more. Alright? Another thing that people will tell you is after a certain amount of time, weight loss becomes redundant again because, you stop burning fat as efficiently. And again, that's very incorrect because when you initially start running and when you're overweight at first, when you start running and you start moving, what tends to happen is you have a lot more mass moving with your body as well. So by moving that mass, you are actually burning a lot more calories to move that mass. As you start getting leaner, alright? As you start getting leaner. As you start getting leaner, what tends to happen is that mass goes down, alright? Which means you're not really burning as much weight per se, but at the same time, you are getting more efficient at burning that weight. Alright, because I am lighter now, I can run longer, I can run with greater intensity, keeping my joints safe, and I can overall put out more work. Yeah, so that's why people have this misconception of, after a certain amount of time it becomes redundant, or after a certain amount of time it's not as effective anymore. Alright, so do something, do it well, okay? Try to push yourself with each of your workouts, okay? Don't push yourself to the place where it gets very dangerous, okay? You shouldn't be doing that. Push yourself to a place where you are getting fitter and healthier for a long-term benefit. Alright? Nice. Now, point number 3, okay, which is adding some strength into your program. Okay? If you add some muscle mass onto your frame, these things right here, these bad boys, these muscles, if you add some muscle mass to your frame, what it does is, muscle firstly is active tissue, okay? Fat is pretty much dead tissue, it's just there for energy to use. Muscle gets work done, muscle allows you to move, muscle allows you to punch, muscle allows you to jump, muscle allows you to carry things and put it there. But because muscle allows you to do all these things, muscle is also a very high maintenance fiber, so that means it needs calories to stay alive. So, you end up just standing and burning more weight. You end up moving and burning more weight, alright? So, adding some muscle mass to your frame aids your weight loss, alright? Secondly, it also aids your weight loss in the terms of building good supporting structures for your workouts, okay? If I'm going to go for a run, and if I don't know how to, if I don't have if I don't have the muscle mass in my legs to support the run, if I do not have the coordination, if I don't have the strength in my ligaments, in my joints, etc., 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 that running becomes very dangerous, okay? The support structure of the body gets lost a little bit, alright, by not having that much muscle mass, and you could be wearing out your joints and ligaments and cartilages and everything like that, okay? Next up, muscle mass also adds a really good posture control thing, alright? So it helps you with your posture. Most of us bend down and do our work every day. We sit like this for hours and hours and hours and hours a day without really building the strength in our body to come back into this position, alright? To come back to neutral position. Now imagine if I'm going to be running and if I run with a crazy hunch, alright? I am just putting a lot of torque around here. I'm not absorbing the impact. I'm just not doing my work very efficiently. Alright, so adding muscle mass not only helps you support your movements that you want to do, it adds a good support for your regular life as well. It allows you to live a fitter, healthier lifestyle in general and burn fat while doing nothing. Okay, next up, and most importantly, now, consistency. Okay, this is overlooked by far in any fitness, in the fitness industry. It's super overlooked, okay? Everyone runs after that 3-month transformation, everyone runs after that 2-month transformation, that 1-month transformation, everyone wants to get a lean 6-pack in like 6 months, and shit, that's just stupid, okay? Like you should throw that whole idea of 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 1 month, etc. out of the window, and you need to do something that you can do for the rest of your life. Okay, fitness isn't a 3-month program. Fitness isn't a 2-month program. Fitness isn't a 6-month program. Fitness isn't about going and doing some crazy diet that puts you in a crazy calorie deficit, which makes you, by the end of it, you're losing your mind and you want to pull your hair out and you want to, go out there, and when it's done, you just stuff your face with all the food possible and you get back to square one in a week. That is not fitness, alright? Fitness is about building a lifestyle, alright? It's a life-changing thing. You need to do it for the rest of your life. And you might think, oh no, that's such bullshit. But it's the way it is, alright? We have evolved to be fit, okay? Our body is born to be fit, alright? We were not evolved to sit in one place. I say this time and time again. So do something for your body that enables you to move around, alright? Make sure you're doing something that you enjoy, okay? But make sure you do something, okay? So, that out of the picture, we build a lifestyle of fitness here, okay? So, get the knowledge. This video just has a few cues. What I like people doing is, I like people taking these cues, putting in their own research, okay? Now if you're a guy and I've told you eat between 1800 to 1900 to around 2500 calories a day, check it, check your height, check your weight, check the amount of calories you need to eat yourself. Think about what spectrum of the 1900 to 2500 calories a day you are, okay? And try to eat close to that, alright? Figure out the low calorie dense foods, figure out the lean meats that work for you, and do it. It goes a long way. Figure out exercises, figure out the form and technique, figure out the right kind of gait for running, for jumping, for, you name it, okay? So build a lifestyle around it and make sure you choose to do something that you can do consistently for the rest of your life, okay? Because again, fitness isn't a 2-month transformation, fitness is a life transformation, okay? Coming back to consistency, you got to think about this, okay? Nothing ever built that was, lasting and good came from being inconsistent with something, alright? If you went and did something for just one day, you're never going to really get good at it, okay? So, be it your job, be it your family, be it everything, you need to consistently be there for it to grow. Same way, be consistent. Be consistently there for yourself and allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to be fit. Okay? So that's it. Alright? I'm just going to recap the 4 different points, okay, that I made before. So point number 1, eating in a calorie deficit. Okay? Figure it out for yourself. Figure out the low calorie dense foods. Figure out the foods that you can eat, the foods that don't trigger inflammation in your body, the foods that don't, cause you to have bloating or indigestion or etc, etc, etc. And try to stay within your margin, okay? If you're a guy, again, eat between 1800 to around 2400 to 2500 calories a day. And if you're a woman, eat between 1400 1500 around to pushing it 1900, in a good place, 1800 calories a day. Alright? Do your cardio. Become efficient at cardio. Become a better butter burner. Alright? Yeah, get efficient at it. Do move in a little amount of time, but keep yourself safe, alright? And as you keep doing it, you just get better at it, and yeah, it'll speak margins for itself, alright? The third thing, adding strength and muscle mass into your body. Muscle is active tissue, alright? It not only supports your body, it supports everything you want to do, be it from posture, be it to just living a daily healthy lifestyle, alright? And point number 4, and the most important one is being consistent, yeah? Thank you.